Valencia is also right on the Mediterranean, so you can laze on broad sandy beaches and tuck into delectable cuisine that draws on the sea. This is the home of paella, the most famous Spanish dish. There are also ultra-modern visitor attractions at the City of the Arts and Sciences, and it all goes to make Valencia one of Spain's most complete destinations. The city has a vibrant old center, with a knot of little streets and splendid medieval buildings like the UNESCO-listed Lonja de la Seda. Today we share the top 10 best things to do in Valencia so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. Starting with number 10, Malvarrosa Beach. You could be sunning on a Mediterranean beach within minutes of the old town. Malvarrosa is a wide strip of golden sand that stretches for a kilometer along the city's seafront. The beach has been awarded the Blue Flag for all its amenities, from lifeguard towers, a medical station, drinking fountains and showers to its easily navigable ramps and footpaths. The great news is that you won't have to trudge far for a cold drink or bite, as there are permanent restaurants on the promenade next to the beach. At number 9 is the City of the Arts and Sciences. It cannot be easy to wrap your head around the City of the Arts and Sciences. The attraction is a staggering ensemble of ultra-modern structures given an ethereal quality by the reflecting pools surrounding them. The whole thing was started in the mid-90s, and the finishing touches were made in 2005. Within these enormous buildings are cultural venues and first-class family attractions like L'Hemispheric, a planetarium and IMAX cinema, or the breathtaking Lumbergull, a botanical collection of plant species native to Valencia. Book ahead to avoid queues. At number 8, Oceanogràfic. The star of the City of the Arts and Sciences is this state-of-the-art oceanarium that opened in 2003. With 45,000 individual animals from 500 species, you won't find another attraction on this scale in Europe. 10 zones organize the aquarium, each synthesizing a distinct environment and using real seawater pumped from Valencia's waterfront. So at the Arctic tank, you'll see beluga whales swimming in a spacious and thoughtfully designed tank. At number 7, Valencia Cathedral. The city's solemn Gothic cathedral dates to the 13th and 14th centuries, with Renaissance, Baroque and neoclassical modifications made over the next few hundred years. Go inside to see 15th-century Renaissance paintings by artists such as the Valencian and Jacquemart, and several from Rome commissioned by Pope Alexander VI. But the most fascinating part, and perhaps controversial, is the Chapel of the Holy Chalice. At the altar is one of a few chalices claimed to have been used by Jesus to institute the Holy Eucharist at the Last Supper. At number 6 in our list, Miguelete. The cathedral's octagonal bell tower graces many postcards sent home from the city. It's a Valencian Gothic construction that began in 1381 and was completed under 50 years later. Originally, it stood completely alone from the cathedral, but extensions in the late 1400s brought the two structures together. If you're feeling sprightly, climbing the 207 steps up a slightly precarious stairway to the top for great vistas 50 meters above the city is possible. The big sight at the top is Miguel, the famous bell cast in 1432 and weighing over 10 tons. At number 5, Jardín del Turia. This astounding park brings you fresh air and relaxation in the middle of the city. It came about in the 20th century after the River Turia burst its banks in 1957, causing great damage to the town. The river was diverted, and in the 80s, its riverbed in the city was turned into 9 kilometers of verdant green space. A total of 18 bridges still cross the riverbed, the oldest dating back to the Middle Ages, and are now just another part of the unusual scenery in the park. At number 4, Casco Histórico. Like most historic centers in Spanish cities, the heart of Valencia is made for wandering. All of the must-see sites in this part of the city are just a couple of minutes away from each other. Between each landmark is a maze of little streets with cafes, restaurants, and local amenities or artisan shops. To beat the summer heat, stop at a square like Plaza de la Virgen for a cool glass of horchata, a drink made with ground almonds, tiger nuts, and a variety of grains and flavored with cinnamon and vanilla. At number 3 in our list, Central Market. Opposite the Silk Exchange is another beloved landmark, the cavernous and palatial Central Market building. Even if you're sightseeing here, you'll love the building's Art Nouveau metal and glass design. Despite dating to the early 20th century, it blends perfectly with the historic architecture in this part of the old city. And if you feel like shopping at the market, you'll be in foodie heaven. There are 400 small traders at the market, with 959 selling farm and sea fresh produce at the best prices in the city. At number 2, Las Fallas. These celebrations in Valencia in the build-up to St. Joseph's Day on the 19th of March could be Spain's noisiest and most colorful fiesta. Las Fallas marks the beginning of spring, and in the past, the city's carpenters would hold bonfires on the night before the 19th in honor of their patron saint. Slowly, it developed into the awesome spectacle you can see today, with something special to see every day. For example, every day at 2 in the town square, you can see the La Mascleta, an air-splitting firework display. Check out the number 1 places in our list, El Sailor Beach. Malvarrosa is a fine urban beach, but you want a more natural setting next to the Mediterranean for your day. In which case, El Sailor is the way to go. The beach starts some way south of Valencia's port, which you'll be able to see in the distance. At 2.6 kilometers in length, this beach means peace and privacy as you relax on white sands on the coast of La Albufera Natural Reserve. Behind you will be little more than dunes and pine trees, and in front, moderate waves and a wash that shelves gently into the sea. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite things to do in Valencia? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.